Hey guys, welcome to Fix and Brew. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 things you should know when you're renting a house for the first time. Let's go. So the first thing you should know, guys, is your furnace has an air filter somewhere. Mine is actually located right with the furnace underneath this flap. Slides in just like that. You can pick these up at Lowe's, Walmart, Target, Amazon, they all have them. Make sure you find out the correct size of what needs to go for your furnace. Now you can look that up on the owner's manual or find the model number on the side or just measure it. Simple enough. And the one thing that some people don't know is there's actually an arrow on this. Get that in focus there. That arrow shows you which direction the airflow should go. So this intake is going down this way, which means the airflow is going this way, which means I'm going to point this down when I slide it in. Now that air filter can be nowhere near your furnace. It could be somewhere else in your house, but usually it is somewhere near your furnace. All right, the second thing you guys need to know is where your main water switch is at. Now what happens is, let's say a line busts in your bathroom and the water is just spewing out everywhere. You can shut that off at your bathroom, or you can run to your main switch, which now you'll know where it's at. Mine's actually located with this red handle. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit on that. And it's actually right here. You're just gonna switch that over. It's just a little lever. Mine goes this way. Here, just do it real quick. And boom, it's off. All right, guys, the third thing you need to know is how to patch a hole in your wall, just like this one, or maybe just a nail hole or anything of the sorts. So if you're going to patch a hole, what you'll want to get is this Drydex spackling. Let's see if we can focus that in on that. So what that is just a pink paste. It goes on pink. You're just going to take out a little bit here, just enough on, depending on the size of the hole, really. Now if it's a deep hole, you're going to want to stuff more of this into it, but if it's just a nail hole or a shallow little hole, just go ahead and shove it on just like that. You can kind of see the hole through it. So this one's actually pretty deep, so I'm going to need to push a lot of spackling into that. Now if I zoom in here closer, you'll get a better look. You can see that it actually goes on pink. And when I'm going over this, I can take that excess off, and it's going to fill in that hole and it's going to dry. And you'll know it's dry because it'll actually turn white. And then all you'll need to do is take a little bit of sandpaper. If it's big enough, you'll want to kind of sand that excess bubble off, and then it'll be flush on the wall, flush meaning flat. And then you can get some touch-up paint and fix it all up. Now if it's just a nail hole, you really can just shove a little bit in and pretty much gonna be done right then and there. All right, so now what you're looking at here is a dryer. And if you open this dryer, somewhere around the front you'll find a trap, and you're going to pull that trap out, and that is going to collect all the lint from what you just got done drying. Now you'll want to empty that lint after every single load, and this prevents fires, so do it. Alright, so now we're going to get up close and personal with a toilet seat. Now you know how to clean a toilet. I'm not saying you don't know how to clean, but one thing you might not know is actually that the back of your toilet here, there's going to be a couple clips. They'll either just pop off, or they can slide or shift to the right or left. Mine actually do a little shift here. And then you can pop those seats right off. You can clean underneath, get the gross nasty stuff out of there, and clean up the seat, pop it back on, and you're actually good to go. Now, not every toilet seat does this, so if it doesn't, it's going to be 2 bolts. And those bolts will just have a nut on the back side. It's going to take a little bit more work, but unscrew those, clean the seats up. The next thing you're going to want to look for in the house is a fire extinguisher. And you can check on that fire extinguisher if it's good by that little dial right here. This one is good and it's ready to go. We just got this one on Amazon, which is where you can buy it with the link down below. It's not that expensive, and guys, this is a must. If you have a little kitchen fire, grease fire, you don't want to throw water on that. You want to use one of these. Next thing you guys are going to want to know is where your breaker box is located. Now this could be anywhere near a closet or out in your garage like mine is here, and it's gonna have this general color, usually is what it is unless it's painted. Find this in your house, and then once you do, if you ever do trip a breaker, what it's gonna look like inside is all the breaker switches, and one of them will be, usually it'll have a little orange kind of indicator to tell you that that's the one that flipped. If not, it's just gonna be back a little bit. And if it is back, you just turn it all the way off, and then you just turn it back on, and you're good to go. So you wanna hang up your TV, and you wanna hang up some decor, and you wanna hang up a shelf. First thing you're gonna have to do is learn what a stud is and how to find it. This right here is a stud finder, and it's pretty simple to use. Now, you're gonna place it on the wall like so. You're gonna push down the button. It's gonna beep once, that means it's calibrated. Then all you need to do is slide it to the left or right till you find your edge. What you need to do is take a pencil once you find it, mark it here, keep going until it stops, come back, mark it again. And once you do that, you know you have a stud or a piece of wood that runs all the way up and down your wall. And that's where you're gonna wanna screw in whatever you're hanging on your wall, that way it won't fall out. Alright, if you have a garbage disposal like so, and it gets clogged, what you can actually do is take a set of hex keys or Allen keys, find the right size, and you're gonna go underneath to the bottom of the garbage disposal itself, and there's a little hole where that Allen key will fit in, and you can manually turn, and you can use that to unclog. And the last one, to keep it simple, I'm just gonna show you how to change a light bulb. First things first, turn off the lights. I know you can't see anything. Unscrew the bulb. Watch out, if it's an old style bulb, it's gonna be hot. If it's an LED, it shouldn't be too bad. Now, this is the light bulb we're gonna change. I just pulled this one out. What I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna read this and find out what was used in it before, since I like this bulb. It was actually a 2700K, which stands for Kelvin. That's gonna give you your color. The lower the Kelvin, the yellower it is, the brighter you get, the bluer it is. Right in the middle is a nice white tone. And then I'm gonna get the wattage, and then I'm gonna go to my Home Depot or Lowe's or order off Amazon. I'm gonna order some light bulbs that look exactly like that with the same specs, and then I'm gonna make sure the light's off. I'm gonna screw it back in. And now we've changed out the bulb. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let's get on to my favorite part of the video, the beer review. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you learned some things about your first time renting a house. But let's get on to the beer review. And today's beer is none other than Good Karma IPA. So I've never actually had this beer. I've never seen this beer. I randomly picked it up today from the store, from the liquor store. Looks like Mad Anthony Brewing Company. I did read a little bit about it. And on the back here, it does say they are based out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is up north actually, and from Indianapolis, so due north. They got, looks like 4 different locations, ale houses, brewing companies, stuff like that. So good stuff there, but let's get on to the important part and try this beer. I like that cap there, it says Mad Brew in all black and then Texas red, but let's get on to this beer. I don't have to pour it this time. That was a bad pour last time, so I might just nix that whole thing. Ooh, I'm gonna get another sip of that. That's really good. I don't know. That one's hard to describe. Let's read the label here. Good Karma is a medium-bodied IPA with amber color, originating from lightly toasted caramel malt. American-grown hops provide a fruity, citrus-like character. Enjoy the perfect balance between malty sweetness and happy bitterness. That's actually a really good description. I was gonna say it's got a lot of citrus in it. I feel like I've been doing so many citrus ones lately. Maybe I should steer away from IPAs for a little bit, but nonetheless, this is a great beer, guys. If you guys enjoy IPAs, then go ahead and pick this up and see if they have it at your local liquor store. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. It helps me out a ton to see who's watching, who's looking at my videos. If you don't want to subscribe, like the video. If you don't want to like the video, well, you always know what I'm going to be doing. Thanks, guys.